If you keep up to date with news and trends within the Rockstar Games space and the culture surrounding it, you may or may not have heard something about the GTA Trilogy Remaster that is rumored for release this fall. It was trending all over Twitter a couple days ago, but what if I told you that a Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster is highly likely to follow after those release, according to the same sources reporting on the GTA remasters? We're going to be discussing all of that and more today, so let's jump in. If you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on this video, and if you'd like to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So first off, it should be noted that this intel is coming from gaming magazine giant Kotaku, and of course these are not confirmed remastered titles by Rockstar themselves just yet, meaning that although Kotaku is reliable and they have accurately leaked and described certain GTA Online and Red Dead Online update details and release timeframes in the past, there's no way to say that this is officially confirmed from Rockstar until Rockstar themselves makes an announcement on it, which, if this information turns out to be true, we should be hearing about it very soon, as we're approaching the end of summer and fall is up next, which is the season these remasters are supposedly scheduled to release. So why the talk about a Red Dead Redemption remaster when this is about a GTA Trilogy remaster, which is GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas? According to Kotaku, fans who are interested in other classic Rockstar games getting remastered and re-released, sources tell me that Rockstar has plans to develop new ports of games like Red Dead Redemption, but the future of these remastered games depends on how well these initial re-releases sell. And that's why it's great news, as it's very likely these remasters are going to sell like hotcakes when they release. All three of these GTA games are well over a decade old, and none of them are part of the HD Rockstar universe. While they're more retro from today's standards and of course Rockstar titles, they are still on the older side, and it makes them the perfect candidates for remasters, as their graphics, maps, textures, basically everything about them can be completely overhauled and redone to match today's modern and exceptional looking video games. These are certainly not remasters that I see flopping at release, and there's certainly a lot of nostalgia involved, of course, but the stories of these GTAs are some of the best stories in gaming as well, especially when speaking of open world crime games, and it's something all gamers can enjoy. New gamers can enjoy it while they're looking for an open world game they haven't played before, and older gamers looking to revisit some of their favorite old Rockstar titles without playing their originals, etc. can also get involved. And an interesting segment of this article states that these remasters are a major factor in why Red Dead Online has received smaller updates recently, or depending on what your thoughts are on the game overall, why Red Dead Online has only received smaller updates since its launch. Rockstar is focused on getting these three remastered Grand Theft Auto games out of the door alongside GTA 5's next-gen ports. Dundee is leading development, and many other studios across Rockstar's vast network of teams are also pitching in on both projects. According to one source, everyone shifting to support these titles is one major reason why Red Dead Online has seen fewer and smaller updates. But if all of this pans out, it might be a very exciting year for fans of classic GTA games. So where did remasters of these games come from? Why are we hearing about it a lot now? Funny enough, we covered the potential for a Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster a couple years ago in May 2019 before the spring update release for RDO, which brought the game out of the beta stage. And it was on a 4chan post that shared some very specific details about Rockstar Games' plans, and some of them are actually lining up with what Kotaku is stating in their recent article as well. Between plans for the game's release changing, how they will sell them, and platforms they'll be playable on, and even the potential release timeframe for them. Plans around these remastered GTA titles have shifted quite a bit over the last year as a result of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, and they might continue to do so until things are officially announced. Originally, it seemed like these re-releases were going to be packaged together and given to players who purchased the upcoming next-gen ports of GTA 5 and GTA Online as a sort of bonus or thank you gift from Rockstar. Then plans changed, and the remastered trilogy was scheduled to be released earlier this year. However, plans changed again, and now the remastered titles are planned to launch around late October or early November for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, PC, Stadia, and even mobile phones. Now, I wouldn't get super caught up on the PC and mobile releases, as we could have to wait a little bit longer for those, as those are rumored for a early 2022 release. It appears the PC and mobile ports might slip into next year as Rockstar focuses on developing the console ports first, while some might have expected Rockstar to space the releases out, if not releasing them on each game's respective 20-year anniversary. Sources tell me that this isn't the current plan. Instead, it seems all three games are to be released in one collected package that may only be sold digitally. So we're looking at close to holiday releases for these games, a time when people are spending the most money on video games, and that is why you see all the largest AAA titles releasing at the same time. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, etc. Christmas is the time to be selling games as a game publisher, and of course Take-Two knows that. The next thing we all hope Take-Two realizes is that while GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption are still HD Rockstar titles and a little bit more on the recent side, I guess, they still hold up exceptionally well to date. They could certainly use a facelift too, especially in the same way that these older GTA games are getting remastered. And while those old titles will supposedly be remade using the Unreal Engine, GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption could see remasters or remakes using the Rage engine, which would all be more exciting. Red Dead Redemption 1 with RDR2 engine technology would be one of the most fascinating things to happen since I got heavily involved into playing video games as a kid. Now, of course, it's tough not to get super excited about this news as it's still rumors currently, but it's looking increasingly likely as we draw near to the release date with Jason Schreier, Yan2295, and of course TezFun2 all discussing this information and what they've heard from their own sources. And the important thing here is neither of those three have called it fake. If it was, the time to dispel chatter of it would be right now with all this news catching traction, but that hasn't happened yet. So while plans at Rockstar can of course always change, and they probably always are, I think we're going to see these titles released somewhat soon, which means an announcement must come even sooner. Now I'm curious to know in the comments below, what do you think about all of this news and info? Would you be excited for a Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster following the release of these GTA remasters? Also, how do you feel about the GTA Trilogy Remaster? I'll certainly be buying it, but of course I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If we got these 3 GTA remasters and then it was confirmed that we're getting a GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption remaster in the next couple of years after that, I would be even more excited for those probably. I am very curious to play these older GTA games in a remastered form because I never played San Andreas on the PS2 through and through. I never owned the game. I played it at a friend's house, same with GTA 3 and same with Vice City. I've never owned any of those games on the PS2 for myself, and I'm probably going to have to play them first before I jump into these remasters just to compare and get the original experience and then jump into the new 2021 experience of these games. With all that said, we're going to be wrapping things up right here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks. We'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on there. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.